What's going on, guys? My name is Ray. We're right back with another Dark Souls Remastered video, and this is why, you see, this is the thing. When I start recording, I just can't fucking stop. Like, it actually, and this is one of the reasons that I really do like this YouTube shit, is because, like, it feels so therapeutic. You know what I mean? I can just speak freely, I can speak my mind. Not saying say anything I want or nothing like that, but I can speak freely. It's like I'm talking to you guys directly, like I'm on the phone with you, like we're on Discord. Excuse me, like we're on Discord and we're just hanging out like buds or something. And fuck off. Anyways, the last episode we killed the little tooth dragon thing, the tooth fairy, you know, the rock, we killed him. And we're going back up to go to the Darkroot Garden that we went to too early in the beginning because Ray does not want to fight in Blight Town. Trust me, when we get there, you'll understand. Yeah, we saved that one dude already. And, you know, I just actually started a new mini-series called, and I might start renaming some of the stuff, but I don't really want to touch, like, me personally, when I make things, right, like, because I'm really creative in that sense, right? Like, I like writing a lot, especially, like, and I realized that in college, right? I'm like, I love writing. Just writing about my emotions, my thoughts, my experiences. It really helps me just kind of, like, regulate them and get through shit. You know what I mean? And one of the things I noticed about writing, ow, was, like, how much emotion got poured into it. So I do my best to, like, when I write stuff, after I'm done, quote unquote, like I'm like, all right, like I'm done. You know, I don't like to touch it afterwards because then you can be like, oh, well, that's a mistake, or like, oh, I messed up here and there, and I'm like, see, that's the authenticity right there. You know what I mean? That's just like, or you'll be like, oh, this is not kind of how I feel about the situation anymore, and I kind of want to change it or whatever. And it's like, to me personally, I'm like, that's how you felt in that moment, right? That's your emotions in the moment that you wrote that. That's exactly how you felt. That was you pumped your heart into that. And to just sit here and like try to edit it or take it back or whatever seems disingenuous to it at the time, to your younger self or to your previous self who wrote that. At least in my eyes. So I do my best to when I post stuff, I try my hardest to like let it just be it. Even if I don't like it in the future or I think, oh, this is kind of cringy or it's kind of lame. We're gonna get a couple of those since we're going to Blight Town and soon. But anyways, so yeah, when it comes to like my creative stuff, I do my best. Like after I'm done, I don't like to touch it. Like I just like to let it sit where it sits and be where it is. You know what I mean? Now, if it's something that like, again, if it's something like I messed up or some shit or like, you know, if it's something reasonable, then yeah, I'll edit it. But for the most part, if I don't have to, then I'd rather just keep it where it is. Oh my god, you might hear my lady snoring in the background. Sorry. Shouldn't, but Tori's been tired. She's been going to like this. I don't want to put too much for information or business out there, but she's been going to this anime convention. And it was like, and like for these conventions, they usually span across a few days to give like, well, for the maximum payout, of course, and also to give all the other vendors a time to shine and have different events and you know all the bullshit. Yeah, I mean. And like she's been like in and out for like 3 days, for like 7 a.m. to like 1 to 2 in the fucking morning. And I'm just like, I don't know how you're doing it, man. But, you know, I'm just glad to see that she is happy and, you know, she's enjoying her life and stuff like that and getting out of the house, you know what I mean? That's like, that's the only thing I can really ask of her, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Darkroot Garden is... Yep, okay, there's no point going that way. Oh, and since we have the Pyromancer dude, we can upgrade the Pyromancy flame.
I think I'll be. Oh, really? But I'm on the fringe. I need.
I think he actually asked me, like, do you find it stupid? My bad.
I'll be pleased. Oh, really? But I'm on. I need.
What the fuck? Well, this is what happens when you don't read, Ray. I don't want to read, I just want to upgrade and keep going.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, let's go. Like I said, got some Fireball, Combustion, Fire Orb. We're just gonna upgrade the flame, and this is why people love the Pyromancy flame. is because it
Good idea.
doesn't upgrade or it doesn't scale with anything else besides the flame. So, like, for example, let's say you want to run strength build, right? And you're like, oh, I want to use some magic here and there or some shit like that. Well, calm down, sis.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. We must not.
I think I did that on accident, but uh, anyways, Darkroot Garden. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the fireball. So when it comes to the pyromancy flame, like I said, it scales with itself. Like there is no actual scaling on it, as you can see. The parameter bonuses. I mean, there's an E for intelligence, but like besides that, like it doesn't really scale with anything besides itself. That's why most people love the pyromancies in Dark Souls because it's really easy and efficient to use. And it's very powerful. Like with this shit alone, you could do so much damage. It's actually insane. So we're going to Andre. We're going to the Darkroot Garden. I figured this is the smartest way to do it. Easiest, simplest way. Is he gonna follow me all the way? I think he is. He's got his running shoes on. We're gonna hit the corner. I might swerve on that corner. Whoa. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. Yep. See, cannot kindle for. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we did kindle it. In last episode, we did get the hard armor set, the hard leather. I did not forget. Okay, I promise. Daddy didn't forget.
Like smiths. Why not?
And like I say, you see, this is the part of what I said in the first video or so. Look at him all oiled up. Okay, I'm sorry, that's crazy. Anyways, so you could give the embers to certain blacksmiths, and then you can have them like use it to get better upgrades to your weapons. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what if I give them? Excuse me. You're like, what if I like give them like one that I want to get to another blacksmith? Don't worry, as far as my knowledge goes, they don't all accept the same embers. Like, I think there's like a flame ember or like a chaos ember or some shit like that, and like there's only a specific dude that's like later in the game that accepts that one. And like and you'll know if they accept it or not because they'll tell you like, oh yeah, I'm not touching that, bro. You're gonna have to find someone else for that. So there is that. Now I want to upgrade my claymore because I just like having a spare small weapon just in case, just to make things a little easier. And plus, look at that. I kind of wish the sheath was on my hip instead of my back, but it is what it is. And we're gonna see if we can equip the hard leather set. Ooh, should I put a sack on my fucking head? So this is black leather, this is hard leather. As you see, we got a little bit extra bonuses right here. But it's probably going to be significantly heavier. Where's the ball? They're tattered. I like wearing hoods with this one, but that hood looks like some cheeks. So we're gonna... Okay, that's good. There's the hard... So there you go. Hard leather set right there. I swear this wasn't supposed to be the helmet, but I don't see any other ones, so I guess this must be it. We got a little bit more protection. There we go. We got some upgrades going, and how far are we? Already almost 10 freaking minutes. My god, this is gonna be a doozy. And I think 30 minutes might be the sweet spot, honestly. And like that's the thing with Dark Souls, right? Is that sometimes it just takes so long to get to certain places that like by the time you're already 10 minutes in, it's like you have to like you've already walked so many like miles type shit. But like I don't like to edit that out because I know a lot of people can get lost and be like, oh, where am I supposed to go from here from the last video? And I know how that feels, and I don't want anyone to feel that way. You know what I mean? So I rather take my time and make the video a little bit longer, make it a little longer to edit, and just have the video be longer if it means that it will help some people if they decide to like follow my footsteps for clarity's sake. I think there's someone behind me. There isn't. There he is. Remember, you do still take, with the grass crest shield, you do still take some damage, so ideally you don't want to get hit. But like, you can't really help it. sometimes. Better to take the 5 damage than to try to not take the, 5 damage, like the 5%. Because, I mean, you're literally blocking 95%. Like, that's already a decent chunk, you know what I mean? So you can't really be upset with that. Anyways, like I said, that, if you don't know, that is like where Sif, the big bad wolf, is at. You know, he's gonna blow your house down. So, do yourself a favor. I think we already killed this one, yep. And the only way you can get into that is by getting the little Crest of Artorias from Andre for 20 grand, which, again, I would recommend being, I'd say, like level 40 to 60 before you even decide to go in there. Because the dudes that are in there, listen, they're a powerful bunch. All right, I'm just gonna be transparent. They're gonna be a powerful bunch. You know, I actually was gonna drink a little bit tonight just to kind of liven things up, but like, that's a ambush area. There's like a moss clump or something over there. But I kind of don't want to anymore. You know what I mean? Which actually, now that we're on the topic of drinking, which you might want to run. These guys are really strong. They're not too strong, but they are strong. But now that we're on the topic of drinking, oh, there it is. That was the set I was looking for, the Elite Night set. If there's one thing I can tell you as a 21-year-old, right? Here's the summon sign. If I can grab it before they kill me. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. Now we're just gonna run because I think she'll just follow us if we like run too far, because she'll just be like, oh shoot, Master, don't leave me behind. Anyways, so if there's one thing I can tell people, right, like guarantee tell you, is that when it comes to it, right, I genuinely think drinking is one of the most overrated things ever, and especially in American society. Like, so many people hype it up to be so good, like to be like, oh my gosh, you know, when we go to 21, we gonna be getting our drink on, you know, I mean, we gonna be drunk as hell, and blah 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 blah. And like, nice job, Beatrice, and like, I'm gonna be honest, it's just not really that enjoyable, okay? I'm just, like, I remember my first drink with my lady, right? Oh, by the way, this is the Moonlihgt Butterfly. She's gonna be coming off screen in a few seconds here. There she is. She's basically just a little mage type. All you have to do is just kind of watch out for her blast. They do a lot of damage, so try to avoid them. And just kind of let Beatrice do most of the work until she gets to the ledge, and then just hit her. Because unless you have some sort of bow and arrow or you are a mage, you're probably not going to be able to hit her. But usually just let Beatrice do most of the heavy lifting here. Sorry, melee types. Casters got to get their time to shine. Anyways. So drinking, right? It's just really not that, like, listen, I see the appeal, okay? It can be fun, right? Feeling all tipsy and whatnot, and, you know, being all giggly and all that. It is fun in stride. But, like, trust me, thanks, Beatrice. I'm telling you right now, as a dude who's drank a decent chunk since he's turned 21. I've only been 21 for almost a year now, and you know, I'll be honest, right? Like, I used to be obsessed with trying to drink, all right, like, scarily so. And the only reason I stopped was, well, let's just say that someone in my life taught me what addiction really looks like. And when I saw that, it really shook me to my core. Oh, look at that. That's Andre in a shell or something. Or something, I don't know. Okay. Anyways, you're supposed to use the home... Oh, actually, I should equip that. You're supposed to use the homeward bone to teleport back because it's going to be a long-ass walk. But anyway, yeah, so for that learning experience that I had, like, it traumatized the fuck out of me. I'm just going to be honest. But with that learning experience, I'm kind of grateful for it because at the end of the day, like I said, to be honest, I was obsessed with it. And if there's anything that I can say to all my subscribers, it's just a drink. Alright? It's just a drink. Right? I promise you, it's not going to be anything revolutionary. Alright? It's just a freaking drink. It's just alcohol. It's just another fucking drug that, you know, America sells to profit off of because for some reason Americans are very obsessed with poisoning their bodies. It's fun in stride, you know, it's fun here and there, but like, I promise you, man, like, you're not missing out on anything in life if you don't drink. And that honestly goes for all like drugs and stuff. And like again, I tell people all the time, I'm not advocating for anyone to do drugs. I just do my best to give people knowledge on stuff so, you can make the informed decision for yourself. Because especially in American society, in American society, I've noticed that a lot of people just straight up demonize things and they don't explain it to these kids. And then these kids get older and, excuse me, these kids get older and then they have this, this obsession with trying to get to get those things that are like taboo and shit because they're like, well, they're so evil and whatnot. I want to see what it's all about. And that's where the problem really genuinely stems. Is like so many of these kids get raised into thinking that this stuff is like so taboo that they got to get it to see what it is all about themselves, and then they start obsessing over it. And that's especially present with things like sex and drugs and all the other vices of adulthood. And it's honestly just really nasty, and it's gross. You know what I mean? It's just like I tell everyone, I'm like, listen, it's not worth it. All right, it's not worth ruining your life over. It's not worth obsessing over. Like you will have your time. All right, you'll have your time. I promise you. Like you will have your time. All right, there will come a time where you'll get old enough to do those same things. Like have okay, I'll explain that in a second right here. But like have sex and drink and stuff like that. Just don't rush it, all right? Enjoy your childhood. You only get one. You only get your childhood realistically from birth to well, if you ask most people, they'll say 17. Me personally, your childhood is mainly from the ages of like a newborn to I'd say like 14, 15, like 13, 14, 15-ish. Because like once you hit like the mid to late teens, you're in your later adolescence, like your teenage years, and that is still a part of your childhood, but that's like you transitioning into being a young adult. You know what I mean? And like I said in my Ray Speaks video, just because you are 18 does not make you an adult. Alright, I've already gone over that, so I won't go over it again. Anyways, before we continue the video, I actually do want to get some water. So we're 17 minutes strong, so that's not too bad. So I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to pause the recording, so I will be right back. I gotta say, I had to fill up my little mug. I had to fill up my little water bottle real quick. By the way, wash your water bottles, okay? I actually saw a post like a few years ago that said you're supposed to wash your water bottle, and I'm like, yes. Listen, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Anything that uses water or has not essentially if it has water in it as a physical object like cups and shit, mold can grow in that. All right, that shit can grow pretty easily up as far as my knowledge is concerned too, so be careful with that. Anyways, like I said, we defeated the butterfly chick, so we're going to go to we have to go to Blighttown now for reals because we have to ring the second bell, and that's in Blighttown. And after we ring the second bell, we can get on with the Sen's Fortress, which is late early game going into the mid game. And Sen's Fortress is one of the coolest fucking places out there. I mean, it's hell, don't get me wrong, but I'll do Sen's Fortress over Blighttown any day of the week. Like I said, I actually if you don't know, I made my Ray Speaks video, and that's gonna be a little mini series I've got going on. Like I said, it's all about just the advice angle, sharing my advice, hearing what you guys have to say, and all that stuff. So give that stuff a look. Oh my god, my lady was really loud right there with that one. I'm sorry. You're getting the behind the scenes look. Shizzle. My Snoop Dogg? You just laid them busters down. How about another round? That was like the Call of Duty Ghost joint I think he was in. Anyway. Give Divine Ember? Oh yeah. So I think that's the second ember that we were supposed to grab, and basically this just allows you to make divine weapons and shit. Now the way it works for that, you have to upgrade a weapon to the maximum, and then you have to modify it, and then you can upgrade it to its maximum again. It'll make more sense when we do it for the first time, trust me. You might be wondering, what's with all these broken swords and like these sword hilts and shit? Trust me, you can make things out of you can make actually one of the best weapons in the game, at least in my opinion, out of them. Again, it'll come later. I think it's because we don't have any Titanite. Yep. We need 2 Titanite shards. I think we can actually buy those off him. Yes, we can. Like I said, we're just going to get some of our stuff out the way here. I really don't want to just like, I really don't want to just make another Zweihander build. I love this Zweihander. I actually saw someone commented on one of my videos when I was fighting the dogs, one of my shorts, and he was like, bro, this Zweihander is the best weapon hands down for that fight. I clobbered that dude. And I'm like, I know, bro. I didn't want to use the same weapon over and over and over again, you know? He's like, oh, I get it, I get it. Which I love that shit. I love talking to people with my community and stuff. But I know there'll be someone like, I thought you said you hated talking to people. Yes, I hate talking to people that I don't want to talk to. But I love talking to you guys. What is this? Reinforcing. Repair. Yeah, let's get that. We're gonna need that eventually. And then we're gonna see if we can equip this heavier set. That's the elite knight armor. Actually, I think this is fine for now, and we just got it, so we're just gonna rock with this for a little bit longer, because I kind of like to keep the little, like playing dress up. I love playing Fashion Souls. Fence Fortress again, that doesn't open until we hit both bells, so now we have to go to Blight Town. And there's 2 ways to get to Blight Town. You can go through where we fought that Tooth Dragon dude, where we fought the Tooth Fairy. You can go through that way, and that's more of the parkour way. Or you can go back to the... You can go to Blight Town through the... Excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm going the entire... No, actually, no, I'm not. Actually, I'll just show it to you instead, because, like, I was going to skip it, but, like, it'll be a little easier to just show you. So just come with me, I'll show you the second way to Blight Town. Oh shit. You know, I actually felt really good the other day. I was at work, and I was thinking, like, Can You Stand the Rain? I forgot what the group's name is called. I actually want to look more into their music, because they're really good. Old school. I think they're like old school R&B guys. You know, I think it was a black band. You know, My Heart. Actually, no. Actually, did they make the same thing? I'm thinking of the dudes who made My Heart Belongs to You. So I think I might be wrong. I can't wait for editing me to be like, dumbass. Like I'm playing. That's just a joke. That's just a joke. But seriously, I can't wait for me to go back in the edits to be like, that's not exactly how that is. Anyways, so I was singing like the Can You Stand the Rain? I was like, and I need somebody who'll stand by me through the good times and bad times. And like, you know, I was singing my thing. And bro, like one of the dudes in the studio was like, damn, bro, you got a pretty good voice, man. He's like, I wish I had a voice like that. Bro had me blushing a little bit. I'm like, oh, yuck. So like I always tell people, like that one little compliment, you know, saying things like that, that can really make somebody's day. So people always I'm like, listen, that one, excuse me. When people are like, yeah, you know, you seem pretty nice and all that, I'm like, listen, man, honestly, sometimes that one little compliment can really make somebody's day. You know what I mean? So I do my best to kind of not just give every single person I see a compliment or anything like that, but like if I see something like a Coraline lanyard, I'll be like, oh, is that a Coraline lanyard? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, I used to love Coraline when I was a kid. I remember that. And then like little things like that can really uplift someone's day. I almost screamed because a little drop of water went straight towards my pants, and I was like, cold! I fucking spilled some on accident. Anyways, so we're not dealing with that shit yet, thankfully. we're going this way. And remember a few video ago, had to get a master reset real quick. Had to hit a system reboot. A few videos ago, when I made that long ass route from like all the way from the Darkroot Garden to here and all the way, this is exactly why. Because now we can access Blighttown a lot easier. And granted, you don't have to do it that way, but that's how I chose to. So this is Blighttown coming up, and you're gonna see why I hate this shit. All right, Blighttown is full of parkour, and it's full of poison and well, blights. See, that's why they call it Blighttown. So, be prepared, alright? In fact, actually, before we go, poison buildup, and do we have anything to reduce toxin? No, fuck. Also, since I did forget, soul the Moonlight Butterfly. So this is the soul, like, these are basically boss souls, right? Not every single, actually, most bosses have them, as far as I know. But, like, you know, I'm sure there's a select few that don't. But long short, boss souls are what you're gonna make like the super special weapons out of, like Smo's hammer, or like the sword of Artorias or whatever and stuff like that. And like you can, like it says, you can either use it, you can eat them and acquire souls, or you can create unique weapons out of them. Now the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly is more for intelligence builds, like mages and shit. So we're not gonna use it. We're probably just gonna eat it, but we'll do that later. Now, these guys, they pack a little. Oh, I thought I had my shield out. They pack a little wallop, so we're gonna duck them. Right? Remember, in Dark Souls, you don't have to fight every single person. Woo! Just barely dodged that. And Blighttown. Oh, I hate this fucking place. Alright. Now, best advice I can give you for Blighttown is just take it slow. Alright? Just treat it like it's your first time with that special lady. Special man in your life. Take it slow. Alright? Don't rush it. Because there's going to be a lot of pitfalls. There's going to be a lot of like right here, perfect timing. Little enemies that are going to try to surprise you. So don't try to rush it, or else you're going to fall to your death. You're going to have to do this all over again. There's no checkpoint in Blighttown until you reach the bottom, or you reach the one that's like on the. We can see it from here. It's like basically on one of the pillars that like I can't really see from here. But like basically, you don't want to mess up. All right, you're gonna have to go a long way down. I actually was shaving today, and I think I went a little too hard against my skin, because there's like two little bumps on the bottom, or like on the side of my neck, like the lower side. And I'm like, damn it, I finally got my first razor bumps. My girlfriend actually taught me how to shave, because if you don't know, I unfortunately fit the stereotypical black stereotype of not having a black father in my house, unfortunately. And again, that's not me making fun of that stereotype, that is just me admitting that I unfortunately fall in the same stereotype. So I just want that to be very clear. I don't mean that in a nasty way. Oh shit, toxin. Okay, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so we're just gonna fireball that, because I did not know there was a toxin guy there. Okay, I guess we're not gonna fireball that. Okay, real quick, toxin, the black shit, is very bad. It's basically literal it's the poison mechanic, but 10 times worse. Alright, if you get hit with toxin, it activates a lot faster and drains your health a lot faster, so you do not want to get hit with that. And there's going to be those dudes that have the blow darts somewhere over there, and they're going to keep on hitting you with that shit, so until you kill them, and they don't respawn, thankfully. So once you kill them the first time, you're golden. Best thing I can tell you to do is just use a bow and arrow and just kind of snipe them from a distance. Let's see. Oh, we might actually be able to. Oh yeah. So you'll notice in Blighttown there's going to be these wheels that have like little platforms for you to walk on. That's how you're going to do a lot of traversing. We're going to see if I can't cut right here. And where does that lead? I think it actually leads to the bottom. Oh wow, it does. Okay, so we're gonna try to wait. We're gonna. Okay, yep. I don't want to rush that. So we're gonna. Wait for the next one. Jump on, and we're, like I said, just ride it down. Take it slow. Now this actually went a lot faster and easier, thankfully because of my experience and shit for me. But like the first time I did this, it took me like 2 days. Anyways, so it's gonna be to your left. The boss is over there, but this is where we want to go, to our left. Now be careful because this shit is poisonous because Blight Town. So be careful. Again, these fire dudes are not hard to kill, but I'm just kind of trying to avoid them and get straight to... Oh, fuck, an invader. Ah, my god, that's not really good. Okay. Well, we're gonna wait for them to come to us. Yeah, we're gonna wait for them to come to us, and they don't have much armor, so they shouldn't be too hard. Thankfully, like I said, my weapon is much more... And boom, too easy. See? Get frickin' bookied on! You're so garbage, you suck! Actually, before I glow any further, let me go pick up the stuff. Ha! You thought. They were poisoned, but we're gonna rest the bonfire and get rid of that. We're actually gonna use one of our joints to kindle. Since we got a free little humanity, we're gonna kindle right off the bat. Get the 10. Level up. And we're gonna level up our endurance one more level because that is gonna make sure we want our equipment load to stay pretty high so we can just keep on putting on whatever we want to put on without having to take anything off. We're not hollow, so that's good. Honestly, we should be fine to take on Shorty. Really? Hard leather. Which one gives me better fire resistance? 14, 18. Okay. 30. Oh yeah, that's because that's my the pyromancy joint. Okay. So, we'll talk more about her when we actually get there. But for now, I don't think there's anything back here. No. Yep. Wait. Yep. I was wrong. There is a chest. It's very oddly, like, eerily placed. It's not a mimic. Remember, if the chain is up, it's not a mimic. If the chain is down, it is, and that's a dragon scale. That's really good. I think that's how you upgrade certain weapons right that. Certain dragon weapons, I believe. But I actually don't remember what I was talking about before we got almost put to death. Fucking, like, executioner style with that toxin, so... I think the smartest thing to do right now would be to see if we can't just kill the boss, because we already are 15. Oh, it's a 30. It's been 30 minutes. Oh god, I gotta get ready for the next one. So that's already like 30 minutes worth of content. All right. So, like I said, I showed you how to get to Blight Town. We yapped a little bit. Again, sorry that this was more of an economy episode. Sometimes in Dark Souls, it's just that's just kind of how the journey is. Sometimes you just get to walk and walk and walk. But next episode, I'll be recording a little bit more. It's 1:28 a.m. We will be fighting Queen Qualag, I believe her name is. Excuse me, and just moving on with the game. So, apologies that this episode was pretty short. You know, or at least it was like not very eventful. But at the very least, I did show you a very easy way to get to Blight Town. So you should, like, you know, not trying to be like, you owe me, but like, be grateful for that, bro. Because trust me, like, when I first did this shit, like the first 2 or 3 times, it took me like a solid like 20 minutes to get to Blight Town. That took us like less than 5. I didn't even see that joint right there. Like, that was pretty good. Anyway, my name's Ray. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. And, you know, make sure to, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and do all that cutesy bootsy stuff. And I'll see y'all later.